Hello students, this is fourth video I am presenting on international trade. In previous videos we have discussed on meaning of trade, why trade exists, and distinction between or meaning of domestic and international trade. In this video we shall try to know the distinction between domestic and international trade. While dealing this particular title, we find some of the subtitles very interesting, which help us to distinguish domestic and international trade. Domestic and international trade is distinguished on the basis of currency, as in domestic trade we use single currency. In other words, in domestic trade we use only one currency, that is same currency across the country. But whereas in case of international trade we use multiple currencies, many different types of currencies we use. This is one of the major distinctions between domestic and international trade. Here I would like to give one or two examples. In domestic trade in India, we are using only one single currency, that is rupee, Indian rupee we are using. You may buy goods and services from Rajasthan, Gujarat, West Bengal, Kashmir, Kanyakumari. You are using the same currency. You are using Indian rupee. So in domestic trade, we use single currency or same currency across the country. But in case of international trade, if we are dealing in international trade, we are supposed to make use of different currencies of different countries. If we are trading with America, we are supposed to make use of dollars. If we are trading with Japan, we are supposed to make use of yen. If we are dealing in Europe, we are supposed to make use of euro dollars. Like this, in international trade, we come across different currencies or many currencies or multiple currencies. This is one of the important distinctions between domestic and international trade. In second place, we find domestic and international trade is distinguished on the basis of market as well. In domestic trade, generally single market exists for the product. More or less in domestic market there exists single market. But whereas in case of international market, separate market may exist. Different types of markets may exist. This particular title I would like to explain by giving one example. If we are manufacturing and selling four-wheelers in India, that is in domestic trade, we are supposed to manufacture and sell four-wheelers having steering on right hand side. This is an example of single market or one market or uniform market or homogeneous market for cars in India, that is in domestic trade. If we are manufacturing and selling cars in international market, there we find we are supposed to make cars having steerings on left hand side and also having steerings on right hand side, because there are many countries where cars are having steerings on left hand side. So this is an example of separate market for cars in international trade. This is how the domestic and international trade has been distinguished on the basis of market. In third place, domestic and international trades are also distinguished on the basis of mobility of factors of production. Which are these factors of productions? Land, labor, capital and organization. Out of these four factors of productions, labor and capital are mobile. Even entrepreneur is also mobile. On the basis of the speed of mobility of these factors of production, that is labor, capital and organization, the trade is distinguished as domestic and international. In domestic market, labor, capital and organization move. They face difficulties, but they face less difficulties. What type of difficulties these factors of productions face while moving from one place to another place? Difficulties related to language, climatic conditions, culture, habits, taste, government policies. These are the hurdles for the movement of factors of productions from one place to another place. These hurdles are very less when it comes to domestic trade. On the contrary, these factors of productions, that is the labor, capital and organizations, also move between one country to another country, but while moving between one country to another country, they face a lot of problems in connection with language, culture, climatic conditions, government policies, the taste and habits of the people in that particular country, or taste and habits of the self. These forces are very severe problems while moving or while dealing in international trade. Factors of production's mobility matters. It helps us in distinguishing the domestic and international trade. Fourth title that we use to distinguish domestic and international trade is the trade policy. What is this trade policy? It speaks about the rules and regulations imposed by the government on trade. That is trade policy. Now, in domestic trade, the trade policy of the government more or less remains the same. No much differences. The trade policy imposed in Maharashtra is similar to the trade policies imposed in Tamil Nadu. The trade policies imposed in Kashmir. More or less the same. There may be difference, but that is minor difference. That does not make much difference. What I mean to say that in domestic trade, trade policy remains more or less the same. It does not change to a greater degree. But when it comes to international trade, trade policy differs to a greater extent. Now, trade policy of Government of India with America is different from the trade policy of India with Britain or with Japan or with Pakistan or with any other country. The trade policy of Government of India, it differs from one country to another country. It differs from one time to another time. International trade policy is more confined with the tariffs, quota, subsidies and so many other things. So these all parameters, they differ from one country to another country to a greater extent.